Breaking: Mercedes to ditch Formula One car concept. The shockwaves reverberating through the world of Formula One are palpable as news emerges that Mercedes is set to abandon its 2023 car concept after a string of disappointing performances. The revelation, made by Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff, has stunned fans and analysts, with many wondering what the future holds for the once dominant team. What's the reason behind this Mercedes decision? Let's find out. In 2022, Mercedes faced a tumultuous preseason testing period, battling with numerous issues with their W13 car. However, the team persevered, identifying and rectifying the problems, eventually culminating in a triumphant victory at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Fast forward to the present day, and the team finds themselves facing a similar 6/10 gap, albeit with a slightly smaller margin than the previous year. Yet, instead of seeing this as a springboard for future development, the team has conceded defeat, with team principal Toto Wolff declaring that a new car concept is needed to salvage any hope of a championship win. He said, "I don't think this package is going to be competitive eventually. We gave it our best shot all over the winter, and now we just need to all regroup and sit down with the engineers, who are totally not dogmatic about anything. There are no holy cows, and we need to decide what is the development direction we want to pursue in order to be competitive to win races." This response marks a stark departure from the team's previous attitude of resilience and determination in the face of adversity. In Formula One, it's typical for teams to exercise patience and caution before making any definitive conclusions about their car's potential. However, Toto Wolff's announcement that Mercedes' title hopes are all but over after a single qualifying season may seem perplexing. Nevertheless, there are several compelling reasons behind the bold proclamation. Chief among these is that the team finds itself in a fundamentally different situation than last year. In 2022, the W13 had vast untapped potential, and the team knew that unlocking it would require a deeper understanding of its intricate aerodynamic quirks. This year, the team is facing a different set of challenges. The W14 is performing precisely as the team anticipated, with no hidden reserves of lap time waiting to be unlocked. Mercedes is pulling out all the stops in a desperate bid to catch up to the competition in the 2023 F1 season. The team has revealed that it's working on a major update to the W14, with a projected release date around the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix in mid-May. However, the team is not optimistic that this upgrade will be the game-changing performance boost it needs to close the gap to its rivals. With Red Bull, Ferrari, and Aston Martin all expected to bring further upgrades to their cars in the coming weeks, Mercedes knows that it's in a precarious position. As Wolff admitted on Saturday night, Mercedes had not delivered a car that is performing worse than anticipated. It is just not good enough compared to the other cars. He said, "We hit our target, and that's why we gave it our best shot. The moment comes when the stopwatches come out, and that shows us that it's simply not good enough. We haven't got enough downforce, and we need to wait to find solutions to fix that." To make matters worse, the team's customer team, Aston Martin, has overtaken them in the pecking order and is now delivering arguably the third fastest car on the grid. Despite the frustration of falling behind a customer team, this development may actually provide valuable insights for the Mercedes team. As Aston Martin is using the same power unit, gearbox, and rear suspension as Mercedes, it's clear that the W14 package is lacking in comparison. Mercedes can use this information to make targeted improvements and hopefully regain their position at the front of the grid. Wolff has suggested taking unthreaded paths in the pursuit of performance gains, which likely means abandoning the current concept of the Mercedes car. This includes the innovative zero-pod concept, as well as floor and diffuser design. The dilemma facing Mercedes is whether to abandon all efforts on the current car to focus on a newer concept, or attempt to work on both in parallel. This is especially challenging given the cost cap era and the limited resources available to the team. The decision Mercedes makes in the coming weeks and months could have huge ramifications for the team's future success in Formula One. If they choose to abandon work on the current car and focus solely on the new concept, it risks falling further behind in the short term, potentially losing valuable points and podium finishes. On the other hand, if they try to work on both concepts in parallel, it may struggle to make significant progress with either, ultimately hindering its chances of fighting for the championship in 2022. Either way, Mercedes will have to navigate this difficult decision while operating within the constraints of the cost cap era, making it all the more challenging. One thing is for sure though, The team cannot afford to stand still and must take bold and decisive action if it wants to regain its position at the front of the grid. What's your thought about the current situation of the Mercedes team? Let us know in the comment section below. That will be all for today's video. Thanks for staying tuned. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can always get to watch more amazing videos like this. See you in the next video.